Carlin Pickens puts up a 0 and sends her dangerous lineup to the plate, who have given her fantastic run support in her 3 starts. Also, the return of Bailey Klingler, her 2026 debut. She comes back from Japan, just practiced with the team for the first time yesterday. 3 home runs, 19 RBIs. She was the best hitter in the league in the first half of the season a year ago. They will face off with the best pitcher in the league from a year ago. Georgina Korick, a 5th-year pro out of Port Charlotte, Florida. The first ever AUSL Pitcher of the Year, 6-0 with a 2.24 ERA a season ago.
Yeah, trying to get the pitch calm right. Georgina Korick is. Get on the same page.
Aubrey Leach leads it off and takes strike 1.
And Georgina Korick is just so... She's only thrown a couple of innings. As you mentioned, her first start coming back from Japan.
Her season debut their last time out in Utah against the Spark, and very quickly Korick has 2 outs on just 5 pitches. That was Klingler's first AB of the year. And the crowd is going wild for the Bat Dog here in Durham, who is quickly becoming the star of the game. We'll hear from Anna Camden. What's his name?
Champ. That is Champ. He's 3 years old.
He is having the time of his life, as are we watching him. I've never wanted an at-bat to get over, had a hit in 4 of the first 5 of the season.
Come up with some big hits with runners on base. She earned that spot there in the 3-hole. She was so clutch at Arkansas too, just a few months ago. And it was good to see that Dakota Kennedy was going to be able to play this season. She got hurt in an SEC series against Oklahoma, and I think everybody held their breath hoping that she'd be able to not only come back for Arkansas, but to play this summer.
Slow roller left side. Jaquish takes care of it. 10 pitches for Georgina Korick in her 2026.
And of course, like any good athlete, he's got a game day routine. He wakes up, he has a mixed wet and kibble food for breakfast. Then he takes a couple game day naps, you know, again, as most good athletes do. And his owner, Michael O'Connor, said that Champ actually has a really high baseball and softball IQ. He watches the pitcher and the ball all the way to the plate, and at the crack of a bat, his ears perk up and he waits for a single word command to go. And I don't know about you guys, but I have to say, I love Black Labs, and I
just loved him and played fetch with him for about 10 or 15 minutes nonstop. Lisa Fernandez, the general manager of the Utah Talons.
I feel like he needs a bed in there in the half innings when he's not busy. Pickens delivers the first pitch to Savannah Jaquish, high for ball. The plate, her first start as a pro. Jaquish left side, scooped up, chance for 2, but it was a low throw by Anna Gold.
That was a double play opportunity. And you get that a lot with the runner on base with Carlin Pickens in the circle, because she throws a drop ball so much, so it induces a lot of ground balls. But just kind of that in-between throw. I don't know, she didn't have a grip on it, didn't like the distance where she was making that throw to second. I will say, early on in this game, Carlin Pickens registering that 71-72. I'm not sure if that's our gun at the placement at this new stadium, and maybe taking a couple miles an hour off, but this is lower velocity than what we're used to seeing from Carlin Pickens. And because of that, I think that you're seeing some better swings from the Talons hitters. Her speed is a big part of her game. We talked.
That was actually one of the things Kara Dill said, is it's another chance for 2. And a heads-up play at second by Jenna Laird after bobbling it to tag the runner. Cindy Ball Malone's going to come.
Step in a reach of the fielder. I think she's allowed to field the ball.
She's catching it, trying to make the play.
Makes the play and she tags her on. You have a tag on the.
That's all I have. I got the out on the tag.
Yep.
No obstruction on the play.
I agree.
She has to play official. So Amanda Scarborough, just days ago, you said, I wish we could hear what these umpires are asking. So what does the AUSL do? They mic up the umpires so we get to listen to these conversations.
You know, ask and you shall receive, right? This is definitely a trickier obstruction type call, because they're used to seeing already have the best ERA this season too, down by a run and a half. This Talons pitching staff is deep and strong and give you a lot of different looks.
It is a scary thought that they had the trio they had. Then they bring in Dallas Escobedo-McGee. They bring in Taylor Tinsley, who in her debut threw a complete game shutout against the Texas Volts. Anna Gold leads off the inning, 1-1 count against Georgina Korick. Gold, a little bit of a 35th overall. She was one of the 5 protected picks in the expansion draft as Gold pokes this through up the middle. A much longer at bat than we saw in that first inning, and a productive one.
And Lisa Fernandez, who protect 5 players, and Lisa Fernandez wanted to protect her pitching staff and her catcher, Charlize Palacios, and Hannah Flippen, who was a defensive player of the year last year.
Here is Reese Atwood. Takes that pitch outside, 1-2 count for Reese. You saw Montana in the dugout right next to Megan.
Their offense, I mean, this Talons team has reloaded, and they look so solid playing together despite a lot of new faces and movement because of those injuries.
She looks locked in.
Pickens, lefties are hitting .048 off of Carlin Pickens, which is the best batting average against left-handed hitters in the league. When you compare that to right-handed hitters, they're hitting .174 off of her. So righties having a little bit more success off of Carlin. Both of those numbers are very
strikeouts in her rookie season. She was the #1 overall pick, had a fantastic reaction with her family on draft night when she heard her name called. Of course, this is a special place for Carlin, being from the state, and retires Andrews. She has been
opportunity to get that runner out at second base. But Anna Gold, the third baseman in a first and third situation like that,
just paints the corner. You said it right out of the gate. She does not miss over the plate. And not only that, she's just been painting corners against a hitter who has been hot to start the season, who has been clutch as well. Just golfs this one to right field and up against the wall. It comes out of the glove of Jeff, hitter for the Blaze, who falls behind 0-2. Struck out looking on just 3 pitches her first time up. See, the situational numbers have been really... Each still down 0-2. Georgina Korick has started 8 of the first 10 hitters tonight with a first pitch strike. Slaps it right side, Flippen trying to come home. But the Blaze have tied it. Beal at shortstop. This is in the air toward Beal, who takes command for out number 2.
with you and Miss Anna Gold next to you, what's it been like to play on the left side of the infield with Anna?
You guys broke up a tad, but I feel like I know what your question was on that one. With Anna, we just have such a great relationship, which is kind of hilarious. She's just so awesome as a person. I think that's something that a lot of people maybe don't see from her, is just how much she's so goofy beside them, which is such a privilege for me.
Here is Hannah Flippen at the plate for Utah with nobody out and one on.
Yeah, not bad. I like that.
The Talons, two of the best pitching staffs in the AUSL, so interested to see how that Cascade pitching staff handles the Volts bats that are just so hot right now.
Korick hits Anna Gold to lead off the fourth inning. Blades runners on base. Reese off the handle over to Flippen, one out.
Been a lot of jam shots off the bat of these Blaze hitters.
So one out.
Programs, and that's exactly what she took. And though she spends more time on land these days than the ocean, it's safe to say that she loves both, and her passion for the sharks, the water, and ocean conservation remains the same.
South Florida.
Full and detailed and meticulous, and she just always has a reason for everything that she does.
Ground ball, Beal, great range, tried to flip it to Flippen. And the runner Gold just barely gets in ahead of it.
So adjustment this second time through, and especially this third time through that's coming up, they're going to need to make to try to get their barrels to some of these pitches. This radar is 2 to 3 miles an hour off for both Coric and Pickens. That's just having a feel at 65. So Carlin Pickens' changeup is the fastest speed that some of these pitchers in college and even in the AUSL will throw. But that changeup at 65 is effective when 4 is the fastest pitch that she's ever thrown. That was in the Super Regional against Nebraska a couple years ago.
Oh, that is. Dana Sorensen might have drafted the battery that we'll see for the Blaze for the next decade.
Hopefully we do get to see them for a decade. You really see Reese Atwood.
One-two from Pickens. Well, has been a great addition to this Talons team out of the reserve athlete pool. Basically works the sacrifice right there to at least get one runner over to third. There's Beal. You see the one out for Aaliyah Andrews.
Yeah, really not a double play opportunity here despite a runner being at first base because of the speed of Aaliyah Andrews.
Runner goes, same thing on the first and third, and it's another out. Laird lays down the tag. What did you say about Reese Atwood's arm?
Is a hose back there. This one was run a little bit differently than what we saw earlier in the game. Throws it to her second baseman instead of her shortstop. Let's see what they're going to appeal here by Cindy Ball Malone.
Trying to find out how to get something going against Georgina Coric right now. Lone run came in the third. The Talons lone run came back in the second.
You're seeing that these hitters are getting their barrels more to these inside pitches. Even that foul ball on a curve.
For Alchin, and there's 2 outs. The Women's Sports Sundays start with WNBA count. Own Anna Camden down on the sideline. I'll have an eye on that one. Played some college basketball at Penn State and then at Richmond. I feel like you could not get a shot up over Anna. I'm pretty confident in that.
Me or a hot bat for this team. I was just thinking about what she's hitting with this 6-game hit streak that she has, but on this win streak that the Talons have been on, she has been a big part of it alongside Jordan Woolery, who's on deck behind her.
She is the top returning bat by average for the Talons, and she was out of the 17 RBIs this year. She came up one short of the previous single season home run record that, of course, Megan Grant and Kendall Wells both broke this year. But Woolery hit 36 herself. She grounded.
Scorecard, I don't think there's been an out in the air in this game.
I would agree with you. We've had some strikeouts. We've had the caught stealing.
Chance in this league, just making it her goal to get a chance to play here. And man, she has made the most of her opportunity. She's been a big part of this Talons lineup.
She leads them in doubles, despite...
If you're paying attention to the sport, Bree Ellis, Charlize Palacios, Jada Coleman, the injured players that aren't even dressed out tonight.
And flipping, this is just her 6th. 4-time All-American in her college days at LSU. 3 straight Women's College World Series appearances. Takes ball 1. Injured list just went there. And Atwood up the middle, it bounces up. And Beal can't handle it, so the leadoff is aboard here in the 6th. Just hit her up despite the numbers, 182 average. Does not indicate the damage that Alyssa Brito can do with her bat. 0 for 2 tonight, reached twice in their... Not a whole lot of risk opportunities tonight for the Blaze, but they're 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Jenna Laird 1 for 2 on the day with an infield single. Pops this up, and Jaquish calls everybody off. 2 outs.
Run support, I feel like not really throwing her best game when you looked at how she's done in this game, and look at how not even her best is good enough to take this defending champions Talons team at a 1-1 game into the 7th. Tells you